Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is January 16th, 2026. It's been a while since I did a video, and so I decided to do a video today uh, to talk about what's going on. Uh, in the Midwest up here, we have been getting like up and down temperatures. Some days it'll be like 38 or 40 degrees. And some days we get as low as 16 or 0 degrees. And so the temperatures, when it get like that, it's kind of crazy because when we get precipitation, then when the temperatures are like 37, 40 degrees, then we're getting rain instead of snow. And so when we get the rain, then the temperatures drop and that makes things freeze. And so it's been kind of crazy because that's what's been going on. The temperatures will be like 37 40 degrees, and then we get precipitation or rain, and the temperatures drop down to uh, uh, freezing, and it freezes the rain. And so, uh, yeah, there's been a lot of frozen rain, and I had to get my icebreaker so that I wouldn't have any slip or falls. And, it's been kind of crazy. So instead of having snow, we're getting rain, and the rain, when the temperatures drop, is freezing up, and it could cause slip and fall. So, it's been kind of crazy in my neck of the woods. So uh, so let me talk about what I wanted to talk about for today's video. Today's video, I want to talk about that I have a birthday coming up. Yes, I have a birthday coming up. I was born 1967. Uh, and right around the time that I was born, I think you may have heard about the year of 1967, the winter of 1967. Well, up here in the Chicagoland area, uh, around that time in 1967, late January, uh, there was a snowstorm, the snowstorm of 1967. And it the snowstorm, it produced a whole lot of snow back in 1967, and it just crippled the city of Chicago. And what do you know it, 1967, that was around the time that my mother was pregnant with me. And right around that time, when she was staying in Chicago around that time, as a matter of fact, my mother, and uh, there was the bad snowstorm. And I guess I was lucky that I was not born, that I didn't decide to be born uh, right around the time that there was the bad snowstorm. Uh, and so it wasn't until about 2 weeks after the bad snowstorm then I was born, and that was 2 weeks later. It was February, but from what I've been told, uh, it was 2 weeks after the snowstorm in Chicago that I was born, but the city was still trying to get things back in order. When I was born in 1967 in Chicago, uh, there was still a whole lot of snow, and the city was still trying to clean up. uh, from the bad snowstorm some 2 weeks ago. Uh, and so I was born 2 weeks after the bad snowstorm of 1967. And what I'm told that when I was born, I had a condition. I was born jaundice. I was a jaundice baby, and that meant that I needed to have a blood transfusion. And so that's the way back in 1967 when babies were born with jaundice. I think they do something different nowadays when babies are born with jaundice. But back in 1967, uh, I had to have a blood transfusion. And so that meant that I had to stay in the hospital. And I think the story is that my mother was released from the hospital, but I had to stay because I was not well when I was born. I was jaundiced and I needed a blood transfusion. And the story has it that my father. Uh, when it was time for me to be picked up from the hospital, after the hospital had treated me uh, because I was jaundiced. When it was time for me to be released, my father said that he had to walk to the hospital and pick me up. I guess everything was still shut down, and there were still cars that were buried underneath the snow. And so my father said he had to pick me up from the hospital, and he said it was very cold and it was a very difficult walk uh, from the hospital. And I just, nowadays, oh, how time has changed, because nowadays they wouldn't let you, they wouldn't let you leave the hospital uh, without transportation or something. But the story has it that my father had to pick me up from the hospital, and he had to walk. I think it was quite a distance from the hospital to where we stayed. And he said that it was very cold out that day, and uh, it was just extremely cold out, and it was still a whole lot of snow. And so yeah, and so this is my story. But somehow my father made it home, and that's my story. And so yeah, I was born around 1967, about 2 weeks after the bad snowstorm of 20 uh, of 1967. And so this year coming up, uh, it'll be my birthday. Uh, and uh, that's what I came to talk about today. I have a birthday coming up, and I was born 1967, about 2 weeks after the snowstorm. And so this is my video for today. Thank you for watching.